Hey, Gaga back again. Today we're gonna discuss stuff about PlayStation, mainly PlayStation Portal, PlayStation Plus price increase, and I'll just talk about it in general. But first I'll read some information about it. So let's start with the Portal issue. PlayStation Portal Remote Players brings the PS5 experience to the palm of your hand. It includes the key features of the DualSense wireless controller, including adaptive triggers and haptic feedback. The vibrant 8-inch LCD screen is capable of 180p resolution at 60 FPS, providing a high-definition visual experience that's expected from the high-quality games created by world-class developers. PlayStation Portal is the perfect device for gamers in households where they might need to share their living room TV or simply want to play PS5 games in another room of the house. PlayStation Portal will connect remotely to your PS5 over Wi-Fi, so you'll be able to swiftly jump from playing on your PS5 to your PS Portal. PS Portal can play support the games that are installed on your PS5 console and use the DualSense controller. It also includes a 3.5mm audio jack for wired audio, PSVR 2 games which require the headset, and games that are streamed to PlayStation Plus Premium's cloud streaming are not supported. Sorry about that. So first of all, when I first heard about the PS Portal, I assumed it would be something along the sides of PSP 2, basically. A whole new console. But the more I learn about it, the more disheartened I get about this. Or who thought that it might be even a good idea to have it. First of all, it's essentially just playing your PS5 games on handheld mode. And that's nowhere as exciting as having a whole new console. And the fact that you need a Wi-Fi connection means you cannot just bring it anywhere. I mean, you can bring it outside, but you'll need a Wi-Fi connection. As long as your PS5 is on and it's connected to Wi-Fi, you'll be able to play the games, to my understanding, even if you're outside. But this is just ridiculous. I don't see any point in having this over just playing it on a PS5 to begin with. Okay, for some people maybe they have one TV, this might come in useful. But other than that, for general people who already have a PS5, this is, and they're able to access it at any time they wanna, this device will be absolutely useless to them. I'll continue with the information. So, PlayStation Portal will launch later this year for 200 USD. Where I am, we have euros, so it's gonna be 220 euros basically. So, but the biggest thing that I do not like is the fact that for the PlayStation Portal, you will not be able to connect just your previous ones. What was the Pulse 3D wireless headset, because the PS Portal has something called the linkage, and it does not have the software necessary to link it through Bluetooth. So you would have to buy the necessary Pulse Elite wireless headset or Pulse Explore wireless earbuds in order to connect to this PlayStation Portal. So that's already an increase in price for said the extra devices for those who would like to play Bluetooth. So Pulse Elite will also be costing Okay, Post Elite will be available for 150 euros or 150 USD. And Post Explore will be available for 200 USD or 219 euros. So it's basically to get the wireless audio plus the device itself, the portal, is essentially buying another PS5. And if you need VR games, you need to have a headset for that separately, so that's extra. So I find it kind of ridiculous that they're even launching this thing. I mean, sure, it's greed. They want money, obviously, but it's like nobody in their right mind will find this useful. Okay, they might find it useful, but for that price, it's just not worth it. You can just buy a whole nother console instead of handheld mode for games you already have. On a console you already have. It should have been a PSP too, a whole separate console, then we would have talked about it, but no, it's not that. And the second thing I wanted to discuss is the PS Plus increase in price. So Sony is raising the price of its PS Plus subscription. The service annual essential plan will go from $60 to $80, and the extra plan will go from $100 to $135, and the premium will go from $100 to $160. And the new pricing goes into effect starting September 6th. If you're currently subscribed to PlayStation Plus, Sony says the price increase won't take effect until your next renewal date or after November 6th. However, if you make any change to your subscription, such as upgrades, downgrades, or buying additional time, you'll have to pay the new date. Sony says the price hikes will go into effect globally and will allow the company to continue bringing high quality games and value added benefits to the service. It adds that the yearly plans will still come at a discounted rate as opposed to the 1 or 3 month subscription that it offers. So it's where do I even begin? First of all, the price increase is quite outrageous. From what I've heard, I haven't done the calculations or anything, it's roughly 35% price increase. So that's a huge amount of money. And it doesn't offer anything. So far we haven't received any news about anything changing, like you will get more benefits out of it or anything. It's still the same stuff as before, just more expensive. People are canceling their subscriptions right now in protest or just because they cannot afford, whichever it might be, but this price increase is quite outrageous. I don't own an Xbox, but from what I know, the Xbox Game Pass, the ultimate one, that is like, if I remember correctly, like $17 a month. It is a bit expensive compared, but the thing with that is you get all the first party releases on day one. So if per se Starfield releases and you own the Ultimate Game Pass, you are gonna be able to play it on the day of release. So essentially you could save a lot of money from buying games because you have the Game Pass and you have access to the first party titles since day one. PS Plus doesn't have that. Yet they increased their price like this. I think the previous price for Ultimate was like $15 or something like that. And then they increased it to 17, 18, something like that. But PS Plus here is being quite ambitious with nothing to show for it. I do not support this shite. And what instead we get for the September monthly games is Saints Row, a game that flopped completely. They said it's gonna be to the good old days, gang warfare and thing, and then they come with this, let's just call it woke bullshit, and gives us a Saints Row nobody likes. Even if it wasn't a buggy mess at release, it still is shit story-wise. You can't fix bugs and expect the game to be good if your whole story writing is shit. And I heard Volition also closed because of failing. I don't support companies closing or anything, it's people's lives at stake, but they kinda dug their own grave. Then we have Black Desert Traveler Edition, which is also not that exciting. Most people have it, and those that don't have it can also play it free. And Generation of Zero is... I played it, it's nice co-op, but single player it can get boring. But also nothing worth in this upcoming month for the PlayStation Plus games that would even remotely justify the price increase. There is nothing to justify the price increase. They haven't announced any enhancements to the services or anything. All they've done is increase the price for the same stuff we already had. It is completely ridiculous. If they keep it up like this and there's no enhancement or benefits that would justify the prices, then I can see people just stop subscribing to their subscription services. Because sure, you say you can make better games and so on to continue making them, but what is the point of that subscription service if you have no benefits besides the ones you already had, and then you increase the price? We will still need to buy the €70, the €80 games on our own. It's not like you offer us like Xbox that they are available to us on the first day, the first party title releases. It's just ridiculous. And that's all I wanted to discuss for PS stuff today. So I'll see you guys next time.